Hello and welcome to our kitchen.
Yeah, we've been doing a series where we've been doing a little video in different rooms of the house, and this week it's time to explore the Hendricks kitchen here and the issues that come up in the kitchen for all of you. I think probably the biggest one that comes up in the kitchen for most people that causes conflict anyway has to do with who does the chores.
Who does the chores, who does what, and one of the things we discovered early on is that if we really made space for each of us to do what we most wanted to do rather than feeling like we had to do something, that it gave us a lot more creativity and a lot more fun happened in the kitchen.
Yeah, and one thing that to know about the two of us is that we've kind of switched roles in certain ways over the years. For example, when we first got together, I was pretty much oblivious to kitchen chores.
Yes, I would agree.
And I think I remained that way for a while, but gradually, Katie never criticized me about that, which is amazing, and thank you for that. But one thing that happened is I just gradually wanted to start doing more things around the kitchen, and one of the things I started doing was unloading and loading the dishwasher, which I had sort of always hated because I don't like to get my hands wet and that kind of thing. And,
right, you know, mess around with things.
Stuff. And I washed my hands a lot and everything, and it seemed like the kind of a job that gave me the creeps a little bit. But I kind of began to see it as a Zen thing, and I actually kind of enjoy it now, where it kind of focuses my mind, you know, because I write books and stuff like that, so I'm always up in here, and it's kind of good for me to get down into my body a little bit and do something Zen-like.
And one of the big changes for me that has made such an incredible difference is really focusing on, did I want to cook? I really am a good cook and I love to cook, but I don't love to cook all the time. And when we first got together, I felt kind of obliged that I should cook, and it kind of mixed up a little bit of resentment in with the food. And so I remember really early on we made an agreement with each other that I would just cook when I wanted to. And so now usually I cook the midday meal, because that's when we like to have our big meal. We don't eat much at night, and I really enjoy thinking about what I'm going to cook and having it be a source of nourishment for both of us. So one of the things I think is really important to remember about this particular room in the house is it's a place where you can keep renewing your commitment to nurturing yourself and nurturing the relationship. And the more that you make space for everybody's creativity, the more great surprises can arise.
Well, I wanted to just amend when you said you were a good cook. She is a great cook and just makes the most transcendently wonderful food. And I also know that when I eat it, it's not going to be anything that you've cooked from a space of obligation or resentment or anything like that. And I've actually, when I first met Katie many years ago, I didn't know how to do anything in the kitchen, basically. I mean, boil an egg maybe, or I think I could make a grilled cheese sandwich.
Right, that was your specialty.
Height of my cuisine at the time. But just the other day, because I've been watching her cook for 32 years, I did something kind of interesting. Sunday at the farmer's market, I got a batch of shiitake and tree oyster mushrooms from our local mushroom growing guy. And
he really likes mushrooms.
I love wild mushrooms particularly. And so I brought them home, and my thought was, I'll wait till Katie gets back, because she was over teaching in Hawaii. I'll wait till she gets back on Tuesday and get her to cook them. And then Sunday night, I thought, God, I really want those mushrooms. You know? And I thought, wait a minute, why don't I just kind of clone what I've known about how she cooks and try to do it the same way? So I kind of lovingly sliced them rather than just going, you know, and I actually watched them slowly saute in the pan for a very long time, and I turned each one individually.
You gave them your attention.
That's right. That's what I noticed you do in the kitchen, is you give things their special attention and manage to touch everything. And so I made myself a pretty darn good plate of mushrooms.
Ooh! So roles can keep changing, and you can keep letting the kitchen be a place where you can share creativity and you can support each other in growing in what you really want to do that nurtures everybody.
So stay on the lookout for our next visit to one of the rooms in our house. We'll probably also make 2 or 3 rounds where we come back and do another series of kitchen-related things, because there's a whole world of stuff in the kitchen. All right, until next time, lots of conscious loving to you.